I was networking 50 years ago, I would have applied the exact same principles. The first thing is I would have figured out what do I want to say, who do I want to talk to. I would have been open, I would have been transparent, and the rich people or the successful people from those days built relationships, and that's all we're doing on social. If you pull it back to 20 years ago, when we translated that online, we did it by email. So this whole Twitter, Facebook, yes, we're doing it on a different website or on a different portal, but we're applying the same principles we have since we were cavemen.
I get asked a lot about defining what a community manager is, and I don't think there's one clear definition. It really depends on the company, but you can usually expect that a community manager is really the face of your brand and that they're going to manage communications in both directions. So, you know, answering questions from customers and from potential customers, and then also sending out content. So blog posts or, you know, submitting content for other sites or whatever it might be. Now, in terms of the roles that a community manager plays, I'd say usually customer service is always involved, public relations, traditional marketing, new marketing, you know, it really runs the gamut. A lot of content creation, so it helps to have a little bit of a writing background. And then of course the ability to walk into a room and shake hands and meet everyone there. A community manager is really a master networker. But I think the important thing to stress is that these are all things that can be learned. You know, when I started, I didn't know how to write a blog post. I didn't have a Twitter account. So it's, you know, the core skills are really just being a great communicator, having great time management, because it's definitely, you know, you're juggling a lot of hats, and you know, having some good writing skills is also helpful.
I think when it comes to social media, there's a lot of focus on the tools. Twitter, LinkedIn, Foursquare, blogs, and of course Facebook. And the reality, at least in my world as a former journalist, is that it overshadows the importance of storytelling, because at the end of the day, social media services are simply tools that you put in a communications, marketing, and sales arsenal. And it's the stories that you layer on top that make social media resonate, that engage with consumers, and really help make campaigns really successful.
People always say, how did you get, you know, 7,000 Twitter followers? And I always say, one handshake at a time, because there's two sides to it. So there's me going out and networking at different events, and then there's us actually holding networking events. So the spread up events that we hold are really just an offline extension of what we do online. You know, we recognize that, sure, everyone likes to converse online, but everyone also likes to get out of their basement and get out and have a drink and network and meet people, and also hear from, you know, a guest speaker and some cool demos. So I think our spread up events have really just been a great way to ingratiate ourselves into the community. So to, you know, meet new startups and meet the people in person that we've been talking to online. It's really great when you meet someone and they say, oh, I'm this person on Twitter, or I'm this person on Sprouter, and you kind of get that recognition and that instant camaraderie with them.
Well, I think when it comes to social media and we're talking about content, you have to really define what content is. So content can be good pitches, good stories. It could be videos like we saw with the Old Spice campaign. It can be polls, it can be surveys, it can be coupons or promotional activity, but they all sort of fall into the content bucket. And the key to success is making sure that you have variety that engages different people in different ways, because you can't deliver the same story day after day, otherwise people turn off. So at the end of the day, promotions and coupons and things like that are part of a good content strategy.
If I was building a community today, and I build quite a few of them right now actually, the best tool is the telephone. Because everybody's emailing, everybody's tweeting, everybody's trying to meet up. I just pick up the phone and ring people. And you'd be amazed at who will pick up the phone and answer. And if you speak to Sol Cold, everybody knows Sol, the first thing he says is when he's doing a big marketing campaign now, he uses mail with that paper stuff.